What's up, guys? This is Southern Eyes giving a review on Dragon Ball Super episode 102. I'm no way behind on everything. I just decided to take things slow. Part of me just to feel like I should feel like just giving up. I'm probably stop doing videos for a while, just take a break. But I decided to keep doing it. Let's start off with episode 102. This episode was very unique because it had action, comedy, and all kinds of stuff, in it. Yeah, and this episode mostly focused on the characters from Universe 2, and Harold, the god of Universe 2, the Egyptian looking god, the female Egyptian god. She's the only one. And let's get started. We start off with what happened the last time we saw them, and Carol, she got control of her Super Saiyan power for a second, and she totally like kicked butt, straight up. She totally kicked butt. She knocked off all her opponents. Those of the those of the Pride Troopers. Help Cliffa, Goku, 17 and 18. Now the fact that she's able to gain control, at least she's learning to control her power. But it seems she's not what caught already, which is probably going to come down to a showdown between Goku and what you call it, Goku and Cleffa and Carl. I want to see these three Saiyans fight. See what happened if they were to go her Broly as power versus Goku and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue. Seeing this episode was definitely had its moments, but it was also very cutesy and weird moments. Like this episode that's very awkward but so awkward that you like it in a way. Because sometimes it wants makes you laugh. Uh, After what happened, it seems that the Warriors of Universe 2 decided to like go all out. So the leader Brianna and two others, Sue Rose and Sugraka, they decided to transform and announce their attention to like literally announcing themselves that they're going to transform. And while all the other guys support them, we even get to see the Yardradian, the one who taught Poke, the Yardradian Yardradians are the ones who taught Goku instant transmission. He hasn't been eliminated yet. And, we even get to see all the other universe, how they respond. We get to see a lot of universes have not been erased yet, but a lot are very low. Like, for example, Universe 10 is like down to only these 7 to 8 warriors. They're down. That means there are only 2 left. I hate Ramush straight up. I hate that elephant god Universe 10 Ramush because he failed to stop Zama's son Black. He is a dumbass of a god. I just hate him. Seeing Universe 2 as they prepare, it's kind of like they're all pop divas and stuff. They're all treated as one big performance. How when they were transforming 17, he interrupts them. Said that they were vulnerable. Goku's like, just let them transform. Even Tompo of Universe 11 say, hey, let them transform. To transform into pose is justice. Because, he does those justice poses too, justice poses and stuff like that. Now, it kind of reminds me of how the Ginyu would do that. It's kind of wacky in a way. You remember Ginyu? That was old school Dragon Ball Z when they did their poses, stuff like that for the Frieza Force. Speaking of poses, what the hell is Jocko? He's not a part of this, but it's pretty funny to see someone like him around. Seeing this, they all transform again. The animation is kind of very 3D like, with Brianna being Peak is red, and Soraka blue, and the other one Rosa yellow. It's like they're all going like this superhero transformation. And Brianna, she becomes this big pudgy girl with these, kind of like a ballerina in a leotard, and she's big and fat. She has this long curved thing. Kind of reminds me of Majin Buu and his antenna, curved costume. And the other one, Soraka, she's a cat girl in a way, and she gets horns. She has fangs now, red eyes. She's a cat girl. And the other one, she kind of has the same costume as Brianna, but hers is like she's not fat. No, it's just she's not fat. She stays skinny. She just has a purple version of her. She's not big and fat. Dragon Ball has that. I'm not sorry. I'm not saying fat too much. It's just that they changed her size. I always thought she was a wacky character from when I saw her. But Dragon Ball has this thing about using big warriors would make them so OP. Like for example, Majin Buu, they made him so OP, you know, for any reason, you know. And he was, you know, one of the wackiest characters they ever did, you know. I really like how they did that, you know. With Majin Buu, you know, he was pretty funny, but hey, but this, you know, the action itself, you know, was pretty unique, you know. They used their love and energy style attacks and other attacks to try to combat their opponents, you know. If I want to say one of my best moments, like, if I would say which was my best moment, I like that. I think I would call Android 17 like the MVP of the episode because when he was going after the Beast Girl, when he fought against the Beast Girl, the girl, you know, she went all out against, was using her strength against 17, you know, using her animal instincts, her strength, you know. And 17, you know, he turned it around, you know. I really like 17 as a character because they gave him more develop, because we haven't seen much of him since the series started. But then now they bring him in now, and he's like strong enough to like compete with Goku in Super Saiyan Blue, and like you know, and now he's stronger than he was before. And he was able to overwhelm the Kako using his android strength. That's one of the things gotta love about the character 17 thing. You know, like he's like so stronger now. What kind of training he did do, I don't know what he did. But if 18 did the same kind of training as 17 did, they will probably be the strongest. You know, and he holds back. You know, he can't kill his opponent. You know, seeing Brianna fight against Goku, who and the others using her energy tanks. She even uses love aroma. Her and you know, the god of Universe 2, the Egyptian god who looks like Cleopatra, actually praises them, you know, her performance and the love stuff. It looks like her Kaioshin, the old Kaioshin, is kind of a big pervert, kind of like the old Kaioshin of Universe 7, you know? This is very you know, very unique, you know. Goku fights against the other gun, Rose. She uses her hand techniques, trying to fight to get a grip. One of my favorite moments was when 17 was beating up the Pac Girl, Suka, and tried to knock her out of the ring. You know, she counters because one of her other allies, you know, has wings. Kind of is this kind of butterfly looking girl. And even though flying is not allowed, but only those with wings who are allowed to fly. So they use that to their advantage. They use one of the best players to their advantage. Since flying is allowed, they decide to use that to block the ring out. You know, seeing the fighting and the pacing, how they did it, the animation was not too bad, and I really love how they handled it. How they handled the situation as best they could. 17, he got scratched a whole lot. He got messed up a little bit, but he turned it around. He probably wasn't toying. He probably was, pretending to be weak. It looks like he was weak, but he wasn't. He was just doing that, so he can understand his opponent's fighting style. So he can get in their head and use the advantage. Like now he knows, and he got serious. The first thing he did was just knock the flying girl out. She knocked her out. Oh, right now. And he did it like super fast, like straight up ninja, just knocked her out with one blow and then knocked her out with a second blow. Oh, and did multiple. And the way he uses his speed, like that was very, very impressive. And eventually she got knocked. And the other thing, she lost, but not by getting kicked out of the arena. She got knocked out. She got kicked out. She dropped out because she got knocked out. Not because he hit her so much badly. And when the Beast Girl tried to go for her, he just flying wizard her right in the face. And you know what flying wizard is? That when you do that high jump knee kick, when you kick someone, using instead of your foot, you use your knee joint. Your knee. Now, like he turned it around, saying that she was, and that she, thought of him as prey, that he was hunting her. But he turned it around. He made her prey instead. And anyway, sorry for that. Anyway, this is a good episode. I really love 17 because he was the MVP of the episode a whole lot. He was a good episode. He did a lot. I really loved how they did him, how they used him to their advantage. He was a good character, and they eventually defeated most of all three girls, and now the others. And sorry about that, cell phone rang. but they beat the witch warriors. I guess that's what they're called because they never said it. They defeat the magical girls. They defeat them all. And there was 17. Who I really love how they did him. Made him show how OP he can be when he gets serious. And the way they put that shot in when you stare at his face and you see that shot of that close up. When he looks all dark and everything, like that was one of the best shots they did. When they focus on the face, it's let's get serious. That's one of the things I loved about they did it. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Subscribe. Thank you. Anyway, this is a nice review on Dragon Ball Super episode 100, 102. See you guys next time. Bye.